Yes, it's 95.7 FM, the Star Station. ABS Radio, Biden said it is Independence Day. And we're saying amen to all of your prayers, wishes, dreams, and pray all come true one day. And we'll say amen. This morning, seated very opposite me, I have two gentlemen, two good-looking men who are here to talk to us briefly on International Day of Older Persons. I have the Acting Chief Programs Officer of Dagomo Foundation Nigeria, Mr. Dan Ohire, and also Mr. Emmanuel Oriwabo, Corporate Affairs Officer of Dagomo Foundation. Good morning, gentlemen.
Yeah, good morning. Thank you for having us on the show.
Yeah.
Good day and happy independence.
Yes. Though we're here for the separate mission, Nigeria is 61. One wish.
Nigeria is already an elder.
An elder indeed. Okay.
Yeah, we say happy independence to Nigeria. Officially, with the chronological age, 60 is the official age of an elder. So in that respect, it's fine to say Nigeria is an elder. Yeah, so we wish them happy 61, yeah, actually. So we wish Nigeria happy independence, and also wish all elderly persons happy International Day of Older Persons, which is today.
Okay, today is actually the day of International Day for Older Persons, and as a foundation. Let's look at the older persons first. Who are they? Are they those who are not able to walk anymore, or those who are bedridden, or those who are sick? Who are the older persons actually?
All right, thank you for that introductory question. Older persons are defined, United Nations definition of an older person is someone who is 60 years and above. Although in some countries it is, they say 65 and above. So for Nigeria, we have adopted that. So an older person officially is someone who is 60 years and above. And you were just mentioning something around old people. Old people are not sick people. Old age is not sickness. Old age is not disability. Although as one gets older, certain things begin to change around the person, probably health-wise and otherwise. The body itself gets old. But in its true essence, the spirit doesn't get old. And so one of the things we advocate for around this space is that older persons are not sick people. They are not disabled people. They are not actually disadvantaged. They are just like every other person. And they should be given that level of respect and all that. And maybe that will lead me to just talk about the theme for this year's IDOP, which is the International Day of Older Persons, which is digital equity for all ages, which basically, tries to let us x-ray the fact that older persons should not be discriminated in terms of digitalization. There's the general belief that, these people are old, they don't know anything about digitalization, internet, technology. So I think this year the idea is to tell people that older persons should be highly inclusive or included in digitalization, because that's actually where the world is heading to.
Well, I'm not going to slow us backwards in trying to include them in digitalization.
Definitely not. I mean, we talk about Steve Jobs. I mean, the late Steve Jobs, who was the founder of Apple. He's an elderly person.
Yes.
We have a lot of older persons who have crossed 60, even in their 70s and 80s, who are extremely tech savvy, who still are very much capable of doing things technologically. And I think that's the idea. So I think they're definitely not going to slow us down. I mean, so for me, I think that's even a wrong mindset to think that they will slow anybody down. I mean, they're extremely, like I said, they're extremely very intelligent. Elderly people are just like every other person. They are cerebrally intelligent. They have everything put together. And then, but I will only just add that part of the drive for this theme for 2021 IDOP, which is International Day of Older Persons, is also to advocate against technophobia, which is the fear of technology by the older persons themselves.
Okay.
Them feeling that, I'm too old for this. My picking, not just bother yourself, I don't too old. No, that's technophobia. So we are trying to tell the older people too that you can do it. There's nothing particularly so difficult in embracing technology, embracing digitalization. We all get to learn, and older persons shouldn't be excluded or discriminated against. Yeah.
Okay, you're representing a foundation that takes care of the older persons. What have you put in place to celebrating today, the day, International Day of Older Persons?
All right, thanks. Well, if you say take care, it kind of gives the impression that we are the ones doing the job, but we are more or less like facilitators of these things. So we are like a bridge, we are catalysts. We help to make life easier for older persons. So for today, I think one of the things we're doing is coming on air to enlighten the general public that today is also, I say also because today is Independence Day, Nigeria's Independence Day. Well, today is also the internationally recognized day for older persons. So today is also their day, just to also let people know. And so that's why we are on air. So I would like every Nigerian, everyone listening to, in as much as we are celebrating the country, to also look at your older ones, 60, 61, 62, 70s and above. This is a day to recognize them, to appreciate them for all they've been. I mean, come to think of it, the life expectancy in Nigeria is 58. So if you're 60, you should be grateful to God. You've gone far. So a day like today is a day you should appreciate your dad, your mom, your grandparents, those who have crossed the 60 line and above. Remember them, be kind to them, show them some level of appreciation for the grace of God upon their life. And also, one of the things we do at our level today, we're having a medical mission somewhere in town along the Uselu Road, where we are going to be treating older persons freely, just to give back to the older persons. And then I think basically that's what we are doing, particularly today. But it doesn't just end today. I mean, that's what we do. But just that today that's the highlight.
Okay, I'm not worried about the corporate affairs officer. Like Vice Dan has said, you're treating other persons for free.
Yes.
Free, like no money.
They're going to have basic tests. They'll have their vitals tested, blood sugar tested. They'll also have basic, in case of emergencies, they'll have some basic emergency drugs given to them. They'll be examined for free.
Wow.
Yes. And my senior colleague did not mention that today we're also issuing out a press briefing on the essence of today's celebration. So it's quite a busy day for us, Dagomo.
Okay, Dagomo is Dagomo, an acronym of?
Oh yeah, it's an acronym for Daniel and Grace Omoigwe Foundation. Yeah, that's the acronym actually.
So you're calling on older persons above 60?
Well, yes, we are into the aging space, which again, let me use the opportunity to just again enlighten people. When we say the aging space, aging space is not just old people. It's just that aging is actually cradle to grave. So one of the things we want to enlighten people is that when you age, a lot of what you experience in your 60s and above is largely part of your lifestyle from when you were probably 20, 30 and all that. So what you see in your old age is just actually a reflection of how you have been living your life. So our spectrum is not just the aged, but the aging.
Yes.
You get
the aging, yeah.
Exactly. But because we know that end of life, kind of tilts towards the aged. So our focus, our interventions are more towards the 60s and above, but it's not limited alone to just the 60s. So you see a lot of intergenerational intersection with things we do, so that we can incorporate people who are aging, So that's really the idea.
So everyone came to learn, get knowledge, basically, on how to take care of themselves. Like you said now, what we're doing today as youths would, have to feel it when we're aging. When we're aging. Yes. Okay, okay.
Like my colleague was trying to say, old age is not a curse. Like some people have this misunderstanding that aging or being aged is a curse.
No, it's not.
It's not a curse, but the manner at which you age is a causative factor of what the lifestyle you've lived. The lifestyle you've lived is a causative factor of your aging. If you've led a reckless lifestyle of drinking, smoking in your young age, your aging will be painful.
You bear the consequence
You
or
bear the
consequences.
consequence. So it's like reaping what you sowed at the early stage of your life. So we really have to be very careful about our lifestyle, medically and physically.
All right, thank you. Before I let you go, Acting Chief Program Officer at Dagomo Foundation, your words to other persons today and those whom you are focusing on the outreach today.
All right, thank you. So again, I want to wish all older persons and happy International Day of Older Persons, and for those of us, particularly us Nigerians, happy 61st
Birthday, yes,
birthday, as it were. You know, so basically, in line with the theme for this year, which is digital equity for all ages, I want to encourage older persons to begin to embrace technology, embrace technology as a whole. You know, I didn't mention this, but I'll say, you know, because technology basically is driving almost everything. We see a lot of older persons are being scammed, cyber crime,
Yes,
bank
yes,
fraud.
yes,
These things are done through technology. You know, a lot of you don't want to grow, you don't want to have investments. At the end of the day, it's lost simply because you were easily scammed. So we encourage older persons to embrace technology. We encourage governments to make technology more available and more affordable, because if you look at it, technology for the older persons is probably their phone, it's probably WhatsApp. And when you look at the cost of internet in Nigeria, Nigeria by research is out of 85 countries on the research, Nigeria has the highest level of cost for internet. You know, so we just want to appeal that the cost for internet and accessibility of internet should be highly reduced, not just for the older person, but for all persons, because that's the way. Technology is the way forward.
Yeah,
I mean, everything
yes,
is driving technology. So we want to encourage older persons to shun technophobia. Don't be afraid of technology. Young people, integrate your younger ones, teach them things on the phone, let them know that they can do it. You know, so I wish them a very happy International Day of Older Persons, and I pray that God will continue to strengthen and keep our older ones to have a more fulfilled life.
Amen. Thank you, Jimmy, for coming, and hoping that we will grow it one day too and be internet friendly, so we'll be duped. Thank you. Thank you, Acting Chief Program Officer at Dagomo Foundation Nigeria, Brother Dan Ugi, and also by Simon Oriwabo, Corporate Affairs Officer. Thank you for coming today to educate us on International Day of Older Persons. Hoping that we'll do this some other time and as regular as we can to always teach and update the older persons that life is sweeter when they're around. This ABS Radio Benin with Sivio Call. I'm still the new Friday morning shift. Stay with me and don't go anywhere. Good morning to you.